So you're new, you're confused, and you've just arrived in the coastal town of Kavala. Kavala.
My first day on the job.
It isn't all that bad, especially with this lovely music covering the high gun crime. The city is booming with life. Our people are happy.
I'm gonna jump.
There are some beautiful places to hang out.
Would pass me by, 'cause you.
And we have some very important debates.
The peach prices have to go up.
We even have a mayor.
Are you enjoying the island so far? How are you finding it?
It's great. I've only been robbed once.
I'm Stoneman, and let me safely guide you on a few things to get you started.
Hello.
Every new citizen is given £100,000 to spend.
I can get that gun.
Let's hope you've not spent it all at the casino.
Just lost all my f***ing money.
Or at the local bars with your new friends. To use your cash at the many shops and dealers, you'll need to withdraw it. Press M to open your map and locate a cash point symbol. To use the cash point, just press down on your middle mouse wheel. But be careful. These rotters are about, and they'll soon have you on the ground with their hands in your pockets. If you want to take cash out in safety, then Kavala has a green zone. This is a government protected zone with very strict rules. Anyone found stealing vehicles, committing a robbery,
Put your hands above your head.
or fleeing into the zone for safety
Haha, you can't kill me, I'm in the green zone.
will be deported.
Haha.
It doesn't exclude you from being arrested by these guys.
I didn't do anything.
If you've managed to stay out of trouble, then you're probably hungry and thirsty. Make sure to keep a good eye on the bottom right of your screen. If it's low, then you can refuel yourself at one of the many food shops and markets around the island. Using items purchased in the shops is easy. Press Y to bring up your government-issued tablet. Select the item and press Use. You can also give away items. This section shows how much money is in your bank and how much you have in your pocket. Any money in your pocket can be robbed or lost, but the money in your bank is perfectly safe. The bottom menu shows a few more handy tools. The market, which allows you to see updated prices of all items on the island. The skill system, where you can spend your skill points on a number of talent attributes. Professions, this shows your job progress. The more you do a particular job, the more points you get, and thus the more efficient you become. Groups, where you'll be able to create and name a unique gang or business. You'll also be able to invite others to join. The keychain, where you can view keys to the vehicles or houses you own. And finally, your mobile, which allows you to send texts to other citizens who are active on the island. You'll also be able to contact the emergency services. Just make sure that when you do contact them, please be specific about where you are. Yes, sending messages is fun, but your main communication with others must be using your voice. If you don't have one, then you'll end up being kicked from the island.
I know a bit of sign language. How are you? Do you have trouble speaking? See, you're quite the talkative one.
We all like to look our best for those
Gather here today to unite these two people in marriage.
special occasions. If you want to buy clothes, bags and accessories, then Ross Hugo is the place to be. There are plenty dotted around the island, so you should never get caught in your undies.
Drop it. Yeah.
Taxis! They're still expensive. So it's time to get yourself a vehicle. Once you've picked up your driver's license from the DVLA, press M and locate a motor dealer. Once you arrive, make sure you've got money in your pocket. Now just simply walk over to the... Once you've avoided other moving vehicles, head on over to the shop's panel. Scroll the mouse wheel up and middle mouse click. Now you can buy or rent yourself a vehicle. Opening your government issued tablet and then pressing the keychain menu will allow you to interact with your vehicle key. Here you can see how far the vehicle is from you. You can also give away a copy of the keys to others. You'll also notice that your driver's license has been added to the licenses list. Any other licenses you buy will be listed here. You only need to buy them once. Pressing T will access the vehicle storage, and pressing U will unlock and lock your vehicle. When you first start driving, you'll need to drive on the right side of the road. Every vehicle comes standard with a toolkit.
Did you hit my car, sir?
If you want to buy extra toolkits, just head over to a Bits and Bobs store. I can guarantee you're going to need it.
I'm just cruising with nowhere to go. I'm hitting corners, just cruising with nowhere to go.
If you have crashed your vehicle, usually by trying to avoid the Kavala wildlife on the roads,
I'm a snake.
pressing the Windows key will allow you to use your toolkit and repair your vehicle. If you don't have a toolkit and you're stranded, use your mobile or a payphone and text the ARAC. If they're active, they'll come out and fix your vehicle for you.
Drive safely.
If you don't want to lose your vehicle by one of many means, then the garage is a perfectly safe place to store it. Anything illegal left inside of the vehicle will not be stored. With that in mind, simply drive into a garage and store.
It seems I have been run over.
Oh no.
Running pedestrians over with your vehicle is called Vehicle Deathmatch or VDM. If you're caught, you'll be removed from the island and you'll never return. And that doesn't mean you can run in front of vehicles either.
Oh god, that hurt. That hurt like a bitch. Oh god.
Please, you get money, please.
So, it's time to make some money. There are many ways to make cash on Altis, legally and illegally. But before you go, grab a truck license from the licensing agency, then head over to a motor dealer and invest in a large, manly, small van. Well, for now, until you make some more money. Either way, it will hold more and maximize your profits. Next, if you've not already done so, you're going to need something to carry your items in. Ross Hugo has plenty of carry-all backpacks in stock, so make sure you grab one of those. Smaller jobs like fruit farming, fishing or delivering mail do not require job licenses or tools. So one of the easiest ways to start improving your bank account on the island is apple farming. There are many located in Altis, all marked on your map. Once you arrive, hold down your Windows key to farm the apples. Then store them in your vehicle by pressing T. Once your vehicle and your backpack is full, you can either process the apples into cider, which the bar in Kavala will happily buy from you, or just sell the apples raw to the market. Bigger jobs require a bit of investment. To get started, you'll need a pickaxe, and it can be purchased from the marketplace. Its main use is for various mining jobs like aluminium, iron, copper, to salt, oil, and diamonds, which require the pickaxe to get the stuff out of the ground. With the pickaxe in your tablet, head over to one of the many mining areas on the island. Once you've arrived, hold down the Windows key to collect the ore. You can then store the ore in your truck by pressing T. The ore is pretty useless as it's unprocessed, so you'll need to process it all before you can make any money. To do this, you'll need the ore's processing license, which can be purchased at the relevant processing factory. and it only needs to be purchased once. So if you're processing into aluminium, then you can get the license and process the ore at the map marker here. If you're processing oil, then the license and the processor is marked here. Yeah, you get the idea. Just make sure that before you get there that you have the cash in your pocket so you can buy the license. Once it's processed, you can then sell it to the relevant buyer. The various metals are sold at metal exports, glass at the glass trader, and salt at the... Yep, you got it. Combining certain processed items at the factory allows you to create some legal products, which can be combined and then sold at the PC factory for a nice profit. But be careful, all that hard-earned cash jingling in your back pocket is sweet music to criminals lurking around for a quick earner. So until you get to a cash point, trust no one. The roads of Altis, a beautiful and dangerous place to be. Grabbing a firearms license from the licensing agency and then visiting a handgun store is a smart and legal idea. If you end up carrying an assault rifle with you, then you need to make sure you can hide it from the police. It's against the law to be seen with one.
Please put your guns away.
You'll also need to make sure you can holster all weapons when inside of government green or blue zones. Having a weapon isn't an excuse to go out and randomly kill people. RDM or random deathmatch is taken very seriously. If you feel the need to kill each other, then you can do so in any red zone marked on your map. Houses! Small or large, they're very, very, very handy. You can wake up in them, store stuff in them, spy from the windows, or even invite your new friends round for tea.
What happened to our friendship?
Shut up, just empty your pockets.
Yeah, you can pretty much do what you want in them. It's your little piece of the world. Buying a house is pretty easy, and prices vary depending on the size of the house. First, you'll need to pop over to the licensing agency and buy yourself a home license. Once that's all done, you can go out and find yourself a house. If the door is locked, it means it's owned, but if the door swings open, you can buy it. Some are even near garages, so you can store your car, which can be purchased separately. So whether you're buying a house or a garage, just press the Windows key and purchase. Now you're a homeowner. Pressing the Windows key allows you to interact with your house. Here you can access storage and even rent. And if you don't pay your rent, the Bank of Altis will take your house away. Keep in mind that your house is safe when you're not on the island, but if you're active, anyone with bolt cutters can break into your house. There are extras you can buy for your house, from CCTV to alarm systems. And remember, you need to press U to lock your doors. This is the border of the United Non-Conformist Military Corps, or UNMC for short. This is the only official gateway onto the lands of the UNMC. Civilians wishing to cross over into the territory will need to purchase a pass at the border office. Security can be very tight on the border. So anyone found sneaking in without a valid pass will face imprisonment or even. Captured film shows a glimpse of this military organization, stationed here to protect the liberated territories of Altis from the United Kingdom. With a deep distrust and a fragile ceasefire between both sides, the future is uncertain, and bringing back democracy and power to the people of Altis is a very distant goal. Beyond the border lays many sites of interest, from the only salt processing factory on the island, a gold buyer, a dangerous uranium site, and a unique multi-drug processing factory. There is even a black market here, where you can purchase special items, rebel licenses, and weapons, most of which are illegal outside of the borders of the UNMC. So whether you're selling salt, illegal narcotics, or stolen government gold, expect the UNMC to take somewhat of a share.
Money to utilize gold.
That's all I needed to hear. Right, Mr. Policeman, you can.
These guys are very well trained and will protect their assets at all costs. So you'll be in safe hands from the rebels who want to take what you have. As long as you don't break their laws in their lands, the UNMC can become a very trustful and profitable ally.
Went to the police station and he said he was arresting me for being antisocial. When he said he was going to do a cavity search, he said that he was going to spit on the glove and then put it in my bum. So.
Kavala, visited by over 200,000 people. The task to protect them falls to the biggest police force on Altis. In a single day, they're called to over 100 kidnappings, attend 180, 1 road traffic incidents, and 460 assaults. 440 of those assaults involved spitting. Larger criminal activity lays outside of Kavala. Highly illegal operations are rife, ranging from gang-related crime, high-profile robberies, unlicensed drugs, to political corruption. The job is not to be taken lightly. It's a very dangerous and advanced way to make cash. One of the biggest targets for gangs is the RBA Treasury. It's located south of the island. Locked away inside are gold bars, which could be worth over £15 million. You're going to need a few heavy-duty trucks to get it all out.
Right, boys, this door's nearly down, boys, okay?
Getting inside is pretty easy, if you have the right tools.
Go, boys, front door.
A few bolt cutters to get through the doors, then a blasting charge to blow the vault open. Getting away is the hardest part, especially if negotiations go south.
I'd like to remind you all that you're thoroughly surrounded.
Our police put the weapons on the floor and come outside with your hands on your head. You're completely surrounded.
Oh God.
I made a deal with the person behind me that he'll let me go.
Really?
Butterflies, donkeys.
Drugs, LSD, weed, cocaine, you name it, you can farm it. But before dealers accept any form of drug, it will all need to be processed at specialist factories around the island. Once processed, there's a few drug buyers around the island, and if successful, you could be in for a big payday. So be careful on who you trust and meet. Otherwise you'll end up like these two muppies. So you've had a bit of an accident.
I'm dying here, this guy's sitting in front of me eating.
Right, mate.
These guys are trained to respond to any sort of medical situation.
I'll do you.
The members of the NHS will keep you living longer. If you've been, or then you'll probably be on the ground bleeding out. You can check how far your saviour is in the bottom right of your screen. If there are no NHS members on the island, then there are a few options available to you. Hospitals in Altis have a well-stocked medical store. Here you can buy stretchers, These will carry down friends to safety.
Help!
There is nothing to see, I'm a real doctor.
Blood bags to keep your friends alive longer.
Are you losing any blood?
First aid kits
Stoneman, what's up, man?
for the bumps and bruises. And defibs. Defibs can revive others, but they will only work when there are no NHS members active on the island. To use the blood bag, stretcher or defib, just press your Windows key. If you don't have a defib and there are no NHS around to help, then the police will step in and revive you.
I swear to God, I have saved your life 6 times.
If the police aren't around, then you're fucked. Yes, this is you, a bag of death. No one could save you. So the new life rule is now in full effect. You don't remember what happened, where it happened, or how. You don't even know who did this to you. Well, you probably did this to yourself. All you know is who you are, and until this timer reaches 0, you can't be within 1,000 meters of the location of your death. So next time, be careful.
Like I'm broke. Shit. It's just a joke. It's all on me. I bet you'll never check. What? No, that doesn't sound
right. Doesn't look like he's alive.
I am.
Well, you're now ready to leave Kavala, either in a truck ready for work, or you've been kidnapped in a helicopter. Either way, you're out, and you're ready for an adventure. So, go and enjoy the Altis Life, and remember, don't break the rules.
I'm not a bad driver, I'm the best driver of this. Kavala's like Moss Isley, because you'll never find a wretched hive of scum and villainy, unlike Kavala.
I love Kavala.
Just pat his head, he likes it when you pat his head.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, here we go again. Here goes another one.
Cause every little thing is gonna be alright.